Hey YouTube! That's my Boba Fett. From, when would that be? 1981 or something like that? I was 3. Yep, something like that. Yeah, so it was always going to happen at some point. Here's the Boba Fett ocaster. The first, or possibly the only one. I've not fully decided what I'm doing with these yet. This is a Squier Mini. So this is a 22.5 inch scale, if I remember correctly. Or 22.75 inch scale maybe, something like that. So normal Strat 25.5, Gibson 24.75. This is slightly smaller. If you actually hold it up next to a regular Strat, you can see it is actually quite a bit smaller than a regular Strat. But the dimensions look right. Yeah, so this one I've painted it, obviously. This has got my coil adder system, so the yellow pickup just now with this switch to the right is not doing anything, so you've just got the 5 usual Strat sounds, and when you put it on, it puts it on in series with whatever you've picked with the 5-way switch. So if you're in the bridge position, you turn it on, it gives you bridge humbucker. If you're in the neck position, it gives you the red and the yellow ones together. So you get like a neck humbucker, and you get 5 variations of the humbucker sound. These wee guitars are actually pretty good. I did change the tuners on it, so it's now got sort of the more expensive type of tune. You can see there's holes left from the previous ones. Actually, I can't decide what to do with that one as well, to change the tuners, because I mean the tuners did work. They were kind of alright, but I had actually nabbed them for another guitar, for a wee Ibanez that I'd done for Tony in the Blitzkrieg shop. So can you set this up, and the tuners were. So the problem with fitting these ones, actually, I'm talking to someone, Frank, just now, about fitting tuners. If you've got the type that have got the covers that go in the back, as in they don't have the bolt on the top, you have to enlarge the holes, and you need an 11mm drill bit. Nobody's got an 11mm drill bit. You can 10mm fine, but you need an 11mm drill bit to enlarge the holes to take the Goto style tuners. Noticed I've chipped that a wee bit there, but it's Boba Fett. I mean, I'm toying with the idea of going over this with a screwdriver and putting some dents in it, some bullet holes and stuff, because it's Star Wars and everything's like that. So this is a hardtail, volume and a tone, green scratch plate, grey body, bit of multicard. I'd had a wee look at, there's a sticker I wanted. There's a wee sticker, a wee blue sticker that's on Boba Fett's. You can sort of see it there on Boba Fett's chest, which I was looking up. You can buy one of them, stick it on it if you really want it though. I looked for it, found it, thought that's perfect. It was a couple of quid, but it was that size, and it's like it's the same size as the guitar. So you really want it, yeah. An inch diameter, something like that. So the 3 pickups are here. These are the 3 original pickups, and then this one is an old steel back, which might have been a bit of a mistake putting that one in. It's very, very thin, but it's got its own sound. So no pedals, just using my wee Laney BC15 through that 3x12. Maybe really good for a fuzz pedal. So if you go into position 2, which is 2 grey ones there, you get into Strat territory. Middle position. Position 4. Next position. And does the tone control work? It's the first time I've turned it, maybe a wee bit scratchy. It won't be now though. Yeah, that was what I electrically knew it worked, but you never know these things. I did actually have to change the volume pot in this one. add in the extra coils on the neck, add in the yellow one. Back single. Bridge on its own. Then buckered. Bit more distortion. Did I skip out the rat? No, I'll put the rat on. So this is the in coil adder mode with just a bridge pickup, position 5 to position 4. Middle. Position 4. Neck. Back to single coil. So it's kind of like the humbucker thing when you're on. I know this from having done this a few, because that's one of my favourite Strat mods. Just adding in a reverse coil pickup gives you an extra 5 sounds. It's kind of more of a fattening in some positions, like in the neck there, especially when you're using like the rat pedal. There's not necessarily so much of a boost. These cheap Strats, cheap straps I keep using. You'll notice I'm tentatively bending the strings a little bit just because, so this is a 22.5 inch scale, I put 10s on it. So it's kind of like maybe having, tension wise, it's maybe like having somewhere between 9s and 8s on a regular Strat. But at this scale length, it works. You can get proper chords and stuff, and you can tune it normally. Whereas if you go any lower than the 22, once you get down to 20-inch, you start having to put 12s on it or something like that, or tuning it up to, like, this isn't just standard E tuning, so it does the job. Makes a huge difference in the bridge pickup, eh? Humbucker. It doesn't really take much adjusting to go down to a scale for me anyway, just because I'm used to playing bass and stuff anyway. So this is just kind of like, you know, after a couple of minutes it's like, I've got it, fine. Doesn't need to be any specific apart from the notes are just all that wee slightly bit closer. Seems to work all the way. So this guitar's a 2003 model. It's kind of coming up for vintage, actually. There we go. I think I just need to put some more dents in to make it a bit more Boba Fettian. But I did have to do a wee bit of work to make it work. It's quite on the shorter scale. The shorter the scale goes, the more accurate you have to be. The less play you have, you know, to get the action down and stuff like that. Kind of makes it works with bass as well. You know, the bass is kind of easy because you get such a big variance of length that you can, you know, if you're a millimetre out, that's like make any difference in a bass, whereas in this it's like per millimetre might as well be an inch. It's, so I had to do a wee bit of fretwork and stuff to get this working. But Boba Fett guitar, possibly, I don't know whether it's the Boba Fett guitar. I'll probably put Boba Fett #1 on the back, just leave myself an option to make more if it comes down to it. I think I'm not sure if I was to do it again, would I think the grey body, rocking, green scratch plate, yes. I think these pickups maybe shouldn't have been grey. They should maybe have been, I don't know, just green to go with it. I don't know. It's kind of weird trying to make it. It's almost like a relic job, this one. Really, which works out quite well because they're not exactly tidy on top of the pickups. I couldn't wait to put it back together again before the paint had dried. So it's a bit rough and bullet ridden looking, which is Boba Fettian. You know, the Sarlacc does melt pickup rings. No, one of the reasons I think the coil adder works so well because it does up the output of the guitar quite a bit, and I'm thinking this is the sort of guitar you would take camping or to a party or something like that when you're using like a wee battery or powered amp. Not so much maybe with like a good one like the Black Star Fly, but the wee Marshall stacks you get, or kind of the desktop ones. If you can increase the output you're putting into that, it'll be much louder. So I'm thinking you just want volume. If you've got a camping guitar, volume over sound. It still does all the sounds. This is me playing through a normal amp, but the more volume you can get, the better it is, and the more likely you are to be able to drown out drunk people sing along with you. So volume good. It's quite a little crunchy little thing though. Yeah, so I mean, I would if you're talking about getting like a guitar for a kid, I would maybe look at something like this, like an unmodified one. But so this is okay. The tuners have changed because it didn't have tuners because I'd nicked them and put them on something else. So these are upgraded tuners, but I mean the original ones were were all right. You know, not utter rubbish. The pickups are the original ones, apart from they've been modified and it's been set up. But the whole getting the beginner guitar, getting a hardtail one that doesn't have a tremolo on it, it's a good thing. It's less likely to go out of tune if you don't have a tremolo to mess about with. And also, even having the humbucker thing, it just makes it less stratty. You know, if you're mad into, you know, Sabbath and stuff like that, you really don't want single coils very much. You want humbuckers to get the better sound, a bit more fatness. I should probably have worked out the Boba Fett theme. I have no idea what it goes like. I noticed in the episode that was on this week, there's a wee hint of the Mandalorian theme, because I know that one, but I can't even remember what the Boba Fett one was. I'm in a wee bit of a Star Wars bit just now. I've been watching Rebels, the cartoon's actually pretty good. I've watched it before, but it fits in very well with the Mandalorian and Boba Fett because it's done by the same guy, that Dave Filoni guy. So he's kind of been setting these things up quite a lot. I mean, actually, she's in it as well in the cartoon, and it's like, so all kind of well worked out. Also, my latest fun thing was I was watching someone talking about the mods that were in it now. The sort of biker gang with their mopeds. They're called mods because they've got modifications, as in, you know, they've got like robot arms and stuff. They upgrade themselves, kind of like tattoos, apart from with machinery, and so that's why they're called mods. Modifications, and it's like they're also mods because of the the quadrophenia 60s mods and rockers type thing, which I thought was pretty cool. So Boba Fett ocaster, I'll probably not put it up for sale this week. I'll wait till next week. Normally the end of the month's the way to do it. I'm also toying with the idea of I'm going to do a live stream tomorrow night, Saturday night. So if anyone, and see how it goes. I'll probably do a sober one on Sunday as well, and then see if the Saturday's going to work. Because one of the reasons I didn't want to do the Sunday was that was always the best night for me for selling guitars, you know, putting things in Facebook Marketplace and stuff like that. And maybe, I suppose, if I did it on a Saturday night, it would give somebody maybe something to watch when you're kind of hungover on a Sunday, maybe. So I'll see how that goes. So I'll see you tomorrow night, assuming this video goes out tonight, which it might and it might not, I don't know. And if anyone's wanting to preempt a Boba Fett ocaster, the first Boba Fett ocaster, and assuming Disney aren't going to attack me, I think they're a little bit less forgiving than what Buckfast are. They don't seem to. Well, I'm not necessarily making any money. It doesn't actually say Boba Fett on it yet. It's like, but grey with a weathered green scratch plate, multicoloured pickups, and actually this pickup is painted yellow. This knob is not painted yellow. That's actually a white knob that's just gone that colour from my parts box. It's just like it's that old. So that knob could be 30, 40, 50 years old or something. So it's just knowing how far to bend it when you're using light gauge strings, or in this case not light gauge strings, but at a higher rate, shorter scale. Yeah, so you'll be pleased to see it. It's not all. It's now a new day. I've recovered from a week of having to work, which was tough, hard work, but quite good. Kind of achieved something. yeah, so no more zoom pedal, although I was actually toying with the idea of doing the zoom pedal and using an actual acoustic and to see what it was like, but I'll leave that for next week. Been doing lots of acoustic stuff. Well, basically I did all this week's videos in one day anyway, so you can watch them all in one continuous lump. We're going there. So watch Boba Fett, buy the guitar, play along with it, and see you tomorrow night, possibly Saturday night for a live stream, and probably Sunday for a stream. But I'd imagine if I'm not in the bucky, the Sunday one will probably only be an hour long or something like that, or something. I don't know what will happen Saturday night. If everyone else is drinking, it might get a bit mental. Let's see if we can get some proper swearing and folk falling out with each other and you know, arguing with each other in the comments. Yeah, I'll mediate. Catch you later. Rock on.